It's been 29 days since I last heard from Ethan. He was my best friend. The kind of person who sent you weird Reddit links at 3 a.m. and dared you to look them up. The kind of person who always wanted to know more, especially about things no one should. I think that's what got him. Or took him. Or whatever happened in that rotted-out town. He left me a voicemail. One I didn't get until it was too late. The only thing he said was, "If I stop answering, don't look for me. But if you do, don't believe anything wearing my face." That was it. I thought it was a joke. He was into all that folklore stuff, Appalachian disappearances, ghost towns, cursed threads. Never thought he'd actually go to one of those places. Never thought I'd have to file a missing person report for the guy who once made me drive 2 hours just to see a haunted gas station. Obsessive. He backed up everything. Cloud, external drives, even a cheap SD card duct-taped inside his air vent. That's where I found the backup folder. It was just called "If I'm Gone." Inside were screenshots. Forum threads. Photos of that house in Black Pine Hollow. Coordinates. Motion cam stills. Even a blurry selfie, Ethan, pale as hell, standing outside what looked like a collapsed well. And one last file. A video. Timestamped 3:09 a.m. Dated the night he vanished. I shouldn't have watched it. But I did. The screen was pitch black at first. Just audio. Wet breathing. Whispers, too many voices speaking at once. And one of them was mine. My voice. Saying things I've never said. Then the screen flickered, and for one split second, I saw Ethan's face. Or something that looked like him. Except it was smiling too wide. And it didn't blink. That was 3 days ago. Since then, my phone's been ringing every night. Always at the same time, 3:09 a.m. Always from a blocked number. I've never picked up. But last night, it left a voicemail. It was Ethan again. But it wasn't the message I heard before. It was him laughing. Long, slow. Like he was trying to remember how. And then he said something else. "Come to Black Pine Hollow. I'm waiting. I don't know what to do. But I keep thinking about that last line he left me, don't believe anything wearing my face." I left at midnight. Didn't tell anyone. Didn't leave a note. Just packed my truck with what I thought I'd need, my hunting rifle, the digital recorder I used back when Ethan and I chased weird EVP hotspots, and a high-lumen flashlight with fresh batteries. I took salt too, for some reason. I don't even know why. Maybe it made me feel like I had some kind of control. The GPS didn't register Black Pine Hollow as a destination. I had to punch in the coordinates manually from the screenshot Ethan left behind. The route twisted through back roads, old mining trails, and finally, nothing. The screen went dark as soon as I hit the tree line. I kept driving anyway. The trees got denser. Taller. Like they'd been waiting. No birds. No bugs. Just that low hum you only notice when it stops. By the time I reached the clearing, my hands were shaking. And then I saw it. The house. Worse in person. Like it had been grown instead of built, misshapen, half swallowed by the forest. The front door hung open just like Ethan described. My headlights cut across the warped boards and shattered windows, casting long shadows that didn't quite line up. I parked 50 feet back, killed the engine, and sat there in silence. My recorder was already on. Audio log, 1:14 a.m. Okay, this is Ryan. I'm at the site. Black Pine Hollow. Ethan, if you're hearing this somehow, I'm not leaving without answers. Just, hold on. The ground squelched under my boots as I approached. The smell hit me first, sickly sweet, like rotting fruit and old copper. The flashlight's beam jittered over the porch. Something moved. A shape, fast, ducking behind a wall, but when I reached the threshold, nothing. Inside was exactly how Ethan described it. Peeling wallpaper. Sagging beams. Mold climbing the staircase like fingers. But what the photos hadn't captured was the sound. It was breathing. Not mine. Not human. It came in staggered rasps, like someone inhaling through torn lungs. And it was coming from below. The cellar. My legs didn't want to move. Everything in me screamed to leave, to turn around and pretend none of this ever happened. But I couldn't. So I descended. The stairs were slick. Warped. My flashlight barely cut through the wet darkness. Moss lined the walls, but under the moss, were scratches. Deep gouges. Like something had tried to claw its way out. And then I saw the well. It pulsed. That's the only way I can describe it. Not physically, but, in my mind. Like it was drawing something out of me. Memory. Fear. My thoughts began to thin. I stepped closer. Audio log, 1:29 a.m. It's here. The well. Just like in the photo. Stones look wet. Covered in handprints. Yeah. They're human. Brown. Red. Some are fresh. I aimed the rifle down into the well. Nothing. Then my flashlight flickered. And I heard it. Ethan's voice. Ryan. You came. I froze. I didn't think you would. I tried to warn you. My lips moved before I could stop them. Where are you? Silence. Then, right behind you. I spun. Nothing. But the air felt wrong. Heavy. Familiar. My flashlight flickered again, and for half a second, I saw my reflection in the well water. Except it wasn't me. Not exactly. The thing staring back blinked too slowly. Smiled too wide. Its skin twitched like it didn't fit right. And then it spoke in my voice. Why did you look for me? My recorder dropped from my hand and clattered on the stone. My breath caught. The figure in the reflection wasn't alone. Ethan was there too. Or something like him. Half his face missing. Stitch marks around the jaw. One eye drooping, bloodless and wide. His mouth moved, but the voice that came out was high-pitched, broken. Like glass dragging through a throat. You weren't supposed to come. Suddenly the cellar door above slammed shut. The flashlight died. I raised the rifle, ready to fire, but I couldn't see. I couldn't move. The air pressed against my chest, suffocating and wet. Then the voices started again. All of them. Hundreds. Some I recognized. Some I didn't. Some were me. All whispering the same thing, give us your skin. I fired, flashes lit the cellar for a split second, and I ran. Stairs bent under me. Something grabbed my ankle, long, pale fingers with too many joints. I kicked free and threw myself through the cellar door. It slammed behind me. I ran without thinking. Out the door. Into the woods. Branches tore at my face. My lungs burned. The smell of rust and rot clung to my clothes. I didn't stop until the house was a memory. When I reached my truck, the cab light was on. Door open. Recorder on the passenger seat. Still on. Playing one line, I'm not who you think I am. I hear tapping at night. 3 soft knocks. Always on a wall that shouldn't be there. Sometimes, when I look in the mirror, my face doesn't move right. Like it's remembering another shape. Like it's adjusting. If you're reading this, understand something, don't look for him. Don't chase voices. They might wear the right face. But they're not them. And if you answer, you've already given permission.